Messi. Oh, brilliant skill from Lionel Messi. Surging forward with real menace here. Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what a goal that is!
Good morning, Savva here from Football Heritage TV. Hope everybody is well. Apologies 3 or 4 minutes late. It's been a very long evening. Unfortunately, this little fella, I think you can probably see, but not massively. Let me zoom out just a tiny bit. This little fella, there we go. Hopefully you can see him a bit more. Has not been very well overnight and been into the emergency vets and no sleep. So I haven't slept at all. It's been a whirlwind evening, but hey, it is what it is. Big up to each and every one of you. Much love for being here, and welcome to Football Heritage TV with me, Savva, and today's morning chat. I'll start off with this. Good morning. Who watched Man United last night? Here's my second question. Who watched Man United last night and is worried about playing them? Let me know. Why would we be worried? Let me know. Underwhelming from Man United. They got the win. Yep, that's all you can do in football, right, is get the win. But let's be brutally honest. Were they robbed at the end there with a penalty? Should Wolves have come away from that game with more? We'll get into that in a minute. Begs the question, what's the best team for Spurs to play to beat Man United? We've just witnessed them be absolutely ripped through in the middle of the park. Which is probably why they want Amrabat ripped through in the middle of the park, and Basuma and Maddison come from that area, so that should be good. What about on the counter attack? Could this suit Kulu? Could this suit Son? Let me know your thoughts. Maybe a game for Solomon, maybe Perisic. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts on all of the below. Big up, normal rules as always. There's 278 people of you in here, only 78 likes. Smash the like button. Come on, let's play the game, shall we? We'll do some hellos in a minute. Guys and girls, thank you. Yesterday, we managed to get 80 subscribers. So yesterday, as you can see here, we got 80 subscribers. We were on 9,600. Means we're only 320 away from the 10K target. And I'm getting very impatient for the 10K. If anyone hasn't hasn't subscribed, please do. I have put it into the chat. I'm sure most of you have already. But if you haven't, please do. I've put it into the chat. I've also pinned it, so there's no excuse for not finding it. But we move forward. We move forward towards the 10K. Big up. There's a couple of super chats already. Santu, big up. Just as put a little comment there. Look at little Stewie. Look at little Stewie. Feeling all sorry for himself. Santu, just with a super sticker. Thank you so much, my friend. Always a big support of the channel. Sorry, just quickly, I've got a feeling she's opened the blinds at the top, which is letting in a lot more light than normal. Yeah, there we go. There was a lot too much light coming in for my liking there. Thank you so much, Santu. Always a big support of the channel. Mia said, oh no, poor Stewie. Hope he's feeling better soon. He's all right at the moment. Just feeling a little bit sorry for himself. Literally nothing left in that dog's belly. I can assure you of that. Didn't sleep, kept crying, kept jumping up, jumping down, wanting to go out. And yeah, he's not been feeling great, bless him. But hey, it is what it is. And we set up with him, and that's what us dog owners do, right? We look after our little boys and girls. But big up Mia, thank you so much. And hello to your dogs as well, who are absolutely stunning. Strasbourg Steve said, Man United's away record is poor. I think you'll absolutely destroy them 4-1, to be honest. Now, I've just said to someone, I think we're going to I've just said to my thumbnail guy, actually. My thumbnail guy is brilliant. He's a Man United fan. I've just said to him, obviously, can you put me a thumbnail together about Man United and should Spurs worry about them? And he's messaged me back going, I'll answer that for you. You should be worried about us. And I messaged him back, said, I think we'll win 3-1. I don't know if I do, but we'll soon see. But 4-1, that's a big old leap of faith there, Steve, for a team that have just lost their best striker. But we'll come to that shortly. And then Tigaro, the single parent theory, big up to you as well, said sobering thought for the day. Tapsoba, Orban and Sangare have been available for less money than Declan Rice. It really is false economy these days. I think the worrying thing for me with all of this is the first bit. It's that they've all been available. Forget what they've been available less for. I completely understand what you're saying, but the worrying thing for me, Tigaro, is like these sort of, imagine those three in the spine of this team. Imagine Tapsoba went into the back line. Imagine Orban went up top alongside Sonny and whoever. And then Sangare sits in behind Basuma and Maddison. Suddenly, I think we've got a really, really good team. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for the super chat. It really, really is appreciated. I'm just checking around to see. Last time I looked, there wasn't any football news as far as Tottenham are concerned. Is that a worry for all of you guys? Is that a worry? We seem to not be really doing anything. And what this will start doing is it will start getting people to say, oh, there you go. See, the Harry Kane money wasn't going to be reinvested back into the club. At the moment, I'm not sure, but let's see. Excuse me. I'm under the weather. The dog's under the weather. It's all happening over here. Tom Whitten has said, love Basuma. Can't see where James Maddison wasn't man of the match. 2 assists, first time wearing a shirt, especially after the week we've all had, was nothing short of impressive. Listen, I think you could have given it to either of them. For output, I would say I would give it to James Maddison as well. I'm a huge fan of him. These two that you've just mentioned, though, for me, are the first 2 names on the team sheet. These two, for me, are our most important footballers now. I think all the other wide players, I think the fullbacks you can talk about, they can rotate, slot in. I think you're going to have Van der Ven, Romero, Basuma, Maddison. I think that four is going to be pivotal to Tottenham Hotspur this year. Good day to you, George. Good day to you. Hope you're well, my friend. Walter Boberg said, watched the United match last night, and I am baffled how that was not given a penalty. Against Brentford, the referee was asked to check the screen, but when Onana punched someone in the face, nothing. I actually went on stream last night with Man City fans, actually, and said that for me, it felt like it was 2 penalties. I feel like he took both of them out. Bit strange. However, is it strange? It's Man United. Do Man United get things like that given against them? Not normally. If you're still upset about Harry Kane, don't switch on Sky Sports News. They're live at the Bayern Munich training ground. So if you're upset, don't. Morning to you, Tigaro. Thank you for the super chat and thank you for always being a big supporter of the channel. Good morning to Custy, who said, we are told Spurs knew Kane was going, or good chance. Where is the replacement? Why are we even searching? He should have been in the door by now. Not good enough. And look, we're always slow with transfers, aren't we? Doesn't mean the replacement isn't lined up. It just means we're slow with it. I'm not backing them. I think it's terrible. Look how long it took us to get Mickey van der Ven over the line. A real long time. Unless they're young and cheap, they don't get done quickly. Like Valise, young, cheap, gets done quickly. Chloe King, big up to you, Chloe. I said, morning, Savva. Morning, everyone. Smash the like, guys. Thank you, Chloe. Yes, please smash the likes. It really, really does help. And we are currently sitting on 123 likes. There's just under 400 of you in here. So let's get up just a tiny bit. Big up, Kate. Yeah, I am well, thank you. Very tired, but big up to you. Always massive support of the channel. Shane Reynolds, channel member, said, morning, evening, Savva from Oz. I think our next signing should be a right back. I like Royal, but believe he will be a liability in defence. Then we could add some depth. Yeah, he's one of the ones I would replace. I don't think it's going to happen this window, but he is definitely one of the ones I replace. I do feel that when people big this guy up, I feel like they're really clutching at straws and can't have seen many good right backs in their time. I think this guy is as bang average a footballer as you'll find, but he's got a big heart and people like it. And that's great, but I'll take the quality, please. Good morning, Wayne. Good morning. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, my friend. Stewie Spurs said, sounds like we need to sell before we buy, which is insane. I get that we have to shift a few, but we have had all summer. Buy what we need, sell what you can. Have you noticed there's been a bit of a shift this week? It went from all the Harry Kane news and there was lots of talk and all the kind of incomings got lost in translation. Sorry, a bit croaky. And all the incomings got lost in translation to the low of Kane going, to the high of Premier League football again, and back down to reality with the where are the footballers that we need? Where are the signings? Tom, sorry, next thing you know, I'll be shaving all my hair off. Paul Hancock said, what a difference a day makes after watching that shambles last night. If we play like that against you boys at the weekend, we're getting smoked. Yeah, it was strange. I mean, Man United, it was strange. You just didn't get going. I didn't quite know what you were, Paul. Not having a pop. I just didn't quite understand the tactics. Yeah, I didn't quite understand what your tactics were, what you were trying to do. Mason Mount in the midfield too just seemed a bit strange. Hey, it is what it is. Big up Andy Grant. Big up to you from a sunny Lincoln. Big up. Yeah, it's a nice day today. It really, really is. Good morning, Spurs Psych channel member. Hoping some positive transfer news. Yeah, we desperately need some transfer news, don't we? We desperately need some transfer news. I need sleep. I'm not going to lie to you. I need some sleep, and I'm going to try and fit some in this afternoon. Spurs Psych said, please get something squeaky for the little one. Thank you. It's too kind of you. It's too kind. Yeah, at the moment, I'm not giving him any. He hates me, but I'm not giving him any food or drink because he's only little and his stomach will just bring it all up. So he's a bit annoyed at me. He's sitting here next to me, looking very sad. I won't show you his face, but he is looking all very sad for himself. But he'll be absolutely fine. He's got the face of a Spurs fan during a transfer window. So if not for me, please smash the subscribe button for Stewie. I've put the link in the chat. We are now 318 away from 10K. 10K, people. I've been trying to get to that for a long time. I'm a month and a half ahead of schedule if we do it this week. So please smash that button. Thank you very much, Spurs Psych. Tom Whitton, just putting in a super sticker. Big up to you, Tom. Hope you're well. Thank you so much for the generosity. Mick Dundee has said Perisic, Solomon and the Celso in, Son, Kulu, Skip out. I wouldn't say no to that. I think there could be an interesting style of play in which you get Maddison and Lo Celso in together and sacrifice one of the wide men. Just me. I also agree. I wouldn't have Skip in the team. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I was surprised when Sarr didn't play. But thank you, Mick. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. And also, Coxie, loving the show from Fiji, Sav. Come on, the Spurs. I'm not going to read out your name, but you nearly got me there. Big up to you as well. Thank you so much to absolutely everybody for the kind generosity. Yes, and it does cost an absolute bomb when you take your pets to an out-of-hours vets, just so you know. Let's see who else we've got in the chat. My audio seems to be out. My audio and video seem to be out. Anybody else? My audio and everything's looking fine at my back end of the studio. Let me know. Pierre said not only a pen, should have been a red card. He's about 3 weeks late there. Yeah, I think everyone's having a go at Vicario. And Nana looked a lot more suspect than I think Vicario has. Let that sink in. A player who's getting a lot of hate, Vicario, and I'm not really too sure what the guy's actually done wrong, if I'm brutally honest, but seems to be getting a lot of hate. Vasil said, good morning from Orlando, Florida. Enjoying your show early. Good morning to you. Hope the weather's nice out there. I'm sure it is. Alfred said, I'm not worried. I'm just worried if Romero's out, Rashford might cook us. We need to make sure we keep the ball and don't give them the chance to counter. I think we're going to see a lot of the football against Man United. I think you're right, Alfred. I do think you're right. The worry is going to be about them on the counter-attack. This is going to be the worry about everyone on the counter-attack. I think Rashford will catch Emerson Royal out of position time and time again. I do worry, but hey, we've got a few days until that game, so let's worry about it then. Thank you to the person that has just subscribed. Really, really, really kind of you. Please keep subscribing. Let's get this up to the 10K as quickly as possible. The link is in the chat and it's pinned. Keep smashing the like button. We're now 157 likes and there's 453 of you in here. Frederick said he followed the match but didn't see it, saw the result through, close game. Yeah, to be honest, I thought Wolves had the much better opportunities. But there was something about Man U that just wasn't right. But as with anything, you always caveat, right? First game of the season. Leah said, Man U looked really bad and Wolves should have won. I agree. Jimmy Costco said, Man U look dreadful, but as Spurs fans know, they'll turn into prime Barca against us. This is the worry, isn't it? This is the worry, is that we see them look absolutely dreadful. Then all of a sudden, a team plays Tottenham and look brilliant. But can they do it away? What are we going to be like at home? Lots of unanswered questions. We're about to find out. I'm just really, really hoping that Ange Postecoglou can make White Hart Lane a bit of a fortress for us. Scare said, big up Savva, Wolves could have taken it. Wolves should have taken it. And how impressive was Cunha in midfield, everyone? I would take him. And I'll tell you what, here's what I'm going to say. Watch Neto, watch Kulu. I know I would rather have. Neto caused them all sorts of problems all game. Oliver said Perisic did well versus Brentford. I think the first 5 minutes when he came on, he looked poor. Then I thought he grew into the game a bit more. But hey, I thought all the forward players looked poor against Brentford, unfortunately. Oliver Cripps has said anyone who has strength on the ball dribbling like Solomon should be effective. Yeah, I'd get him in the team. I'd love to see what he can do. Cypriot Spurs 74 as a channel member has said, I want to see Lo Celso instead of Skip against Man U. Be interesting to see, wouldn't it? Basuma as the number 6, anchoring the midfield with Lo Celso and Maddison going forward to cause problems. Maybe adding a bit more of a goal threat. I'm not against that idea. DMB Forever just put in a super sticker. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated. Really do appreciate your generosity. And Craig Chicken on a Basketball Fenner has said Solomon, Son, Porro for me is the front three. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I just want to see different. I do think the front three that we started the other day just bores me a little bit, if I'm brutally honest. All three of them very predictable. It's okay having one predictable player in the team. All three of them brutally predictable. Loads of comments. I will try to get you. I'll try to get there to get to as many of them as I can, but there's just so many. East London Gooner, I said, good morning, everyone. What a lovely sunny morning. It is absolutely gorgeous today. So can't wait to take these two little Herberts for a little walk. International Observer said, how good were those Wolves players yesterday? 2 or 3 were really top class, but the team was impressive. Listen, they looked very, very united as a team. I'm just watching the on Sky Sports News, Anana coming out and clattering the forward again. I am absolutely baffled that the outcome to all of that is Gary O'Neill getting a yellow card. Absolutely scandalous. Darius has said, I told you about 10K, just got around 10 days wrong. Darius, hoping so. We're trying to get there. We will get there soon. I'm sure we will. Just a bit slow at the moment. Hopefully, I mean, look, at least, I'll tell you what, let's at least, if we can get that to 9,700 by the end of today, at the end of this show, that's only 16 subscribers, isn't it? That would be absolutely wonderful. Andy has said, I'm worried about playing against Man U and VAR. Yeah, Man United. Decisions like that are why Man United get the reputation of always getting the decisions and having the refs in the pocket, right? Lee said, must admit I had Wolves as relegation certs, but yesterday's performance changed my mind. Do you know what? I think a lot of people did. I think the difficulty with Wolves is what you saw yesterday. Some lovely football, open teams up. I don't know if they've got goals. I really think between now and the end of the window, they need to find a bloke that can get 15 to 18 goals. I really believe that. I'm not sure they've got it in their team. But listen, I thought they really played well for Gary O'Neill yesterday. I thought they were solid defensively. Obviously, they conceded 1 goal, but I thought Kilman was excellent at the back. I thought Dawson even looked really good at the back, to be brutally honest with you. And I was really impressed with, I'm going to forget his name now, with Ait Nouri. I thought he showed some lovely, lovely touches and driving the ball forward. And defensively, they looked solid. Ian, good morning to you. Hope you're well. Please ignore my kind of rustic, husky kind of voice that's going on here. Everyone in the household's a little bit under the weather, including the dogs. And Ian's gone on to say, our dog Razor had 11 teeth out a month ago. 11 teeth out. Oh, sounds painful. Chloe said, I'm less worried about playing Man U. However, they are still a threat. Wolves were absolutely robbed. Makes you question what is clear and obvious nowadays with VAR. VAR. Chloe, bang on. Do you know what gets me? It's meant to be. VAR is meant to be, right, for clear and obvious errors. Then you get the Spurs Sonny tackle overturned for that. And then, Onana that comes out and punches two players in the head, not overturned. And you just think to yourself, who's making these decisions? Vasil has said, hopefully Tottenham will win. And I think they can do it. I really hope so. It'd be great to get the season underway with if you can take 4 points from Brentford away and Man United at home, you'd be happy with that, right? But be honest, in the chat, sorry, I will try and get to as many questions as possible. In the chat, who would have been happy with that? If I had said to you on Sunday morning just gone, we're going to take 4 points from Brentford and Man United, surely you would have taken that, right? Surely you would have taken that. Zaniolo has just signed for Aston Villa on loan. Let me just get you up to date with some transfer news. I like to try and bring you a wide variety of news, obviously mainly Spurs. Rico Lewis has signed a new contract at Man City for 5 years, so he'll be there until 2028. Very talented young player. Romano has said, yeah, Zaniolo is a new Aston Villa player. Here we go. It's a loan with a agreement in place to buy for 27 million euros at the end of the loan, but it's an option. And a new formal bid from Man City for Paqueta is 100% guaranteed. It's being prepared. You just know Pep Guardiola with a plan, don't you? You just know he will. You really do. Tigaro, the single parent theory, has come back in and said Man U is literally becoming Ajax. Ten Hag, Anthony, Van der Beek, Martinez, Onana, etc. The Ajax star will struggle in the Premier League. Do you know what, Tigaro? I just don't know what they do. I think they've got some really good footballers there. Albeit for me to have a pop at Ten Hag, who I've stuck up for in the past, I just think he's got that team all wrong. I don't know. I don't know for what. I mean, when you bring in Mason Mount for 60, 65 million, or whatever it was, and you've already got Bruno who plays in that same position, it does make me. I don't know. What will they fit? I don't know. It all seems a bit strange. However, we got things to worry about our own club. But listen, thank you so much. I don't disagree with you. Guys and girls, we're now only 10 subscribers away from 9,700. So please hit that subscribe button. And apologies again about my throat. Santo has said, I'm still gutted about us signing Kulu. I'm afraid he'll be one of those players that will hang around forever and do nothing. Look, I think it's a bit early to say he'll do nothing. But Santu, I do agree with you. I didn't see the need to buy him and Porro, if I'm brutally honest. I know people have a pop at me. It's early days, but Kulu for me hasn't done anything now for a very long time. But it feels to me that they were two very snap decisions. We will see, won't we? We will see in due course. But so far, by the way, Aditya, I haven't got time for you today, mate. I'm not feeling well. I haven't got time for you today. Either join in the chat nicely or I will block you for good. I've tried to be patient with you. I don't think I can. Everyone's getting a little bit fed up with how stupid you are in the chat. So, as I've said to you, feel free to come on and have a debate with me about whatever I'm not telling the truth about, or go. I'm bored of you either way, all right? Ulfric said, good morning, Savva. I hope you're well. I've now moved to Munich to follow my King Harry Kane and his route for his success. Currently eating a currywurst for breakfast. Anyways, thank you for your content. Big up, Ulfric. He's gone, my man. He's gone. You've got to deal with it and move on. I think this is the problem. There were so many fans that were adamant he wouldn't leave for Germany who are now just feeling a little bit sick. So if you had come to terms with it a bit earlier like me, you'd be all right. Liston has said, if Ange thought Solomon was any better than the three attackers that started, he would have played him immediately like he did with VDV. Yeah, listen, I think he's still figuring out that front three, if I'm brutally honest. I think he's still figuring it out. There's no way he could have watched Sonny and Kulu and thought that was good. So we'll see what happens next game. Does he keep playing them to play them into form, or does he mix it up? If he doesn't mix it up, then you ask yourself, what's the point of having options? So loads and loads of comments. I'm trying to get through to them. I thought my audio and video was good. So apologies when people put that in the chat. You never ever know. Red Dan said, seems good to me. Big up, Savva. Big up to you as well. And thank you, Kate. Thank you. Thank you to absolutely everyone in the chat. Strasbourg Steve said, hope Stewie feels better soon. We love him. Yeah, he's really, really not feeling too great. But he's on a few little painkillers and he'll be all right. And he just wants food and he's not allowed any. So never mind. He'll be absolutely fine. Mick Dundee said, Vicario hasn't conceded a goal of blame. Yeah, this is what I don't understand. I'm seeing so many people. I don't know if they're just doing clickbait or clout chasing, but so many people now talking about this guy being horrendous. And I mean, he's had one game. The breaking news in the last few minutes is that Maguire moved to West Ham is off. So West Ham will have to go and look elsewhere for a centre-back. Can you imagine if West Ham go and get one of the centre-backs that we wanted? It's the sort of thing that Tottenham would do, isn't it? Pierre Lindqvist, great surname, has said, Onana makes a lot of rash decisions. Man U fans are in for a roller coaster. Yeah, absolutely. Just a girl who loves Spurs said Vicario gets hate because he's not Raya. Simple, but so wrong. Absolutely. Rinketica said, Mona Savva, how's your day? Yeah, I've had better days, but we're pushing along. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you're well, my friend. And big up to you as a channel member. Keep subscribing, people. As I said, we are now only 10 away from the 9,700. And we're going to hopefully smash down the 10K this week. Nawad Dawit has said, Vicario's biggest sin is not being David Raya. I completely agree with you. Apex has said, Savva, big up Savva. Are you full-time on YouTube? Yes, I am full-time on YouTube now. Yes, I am. 123 Bastard said, why do these managers keep picking Skip? So what if he works hard in training? He has no impact on game day. I tend to agree with you. I think, yeah, as you said, he does work hard. But I do feel that he doesn't offer a lot on the ball. Big up, Phil. So remember when I told you about the City treble? Then last week, when you at Savva got to 9K, last week I predicted 10K by this Thursday. Help this happen. I think you're going to be wrong with that one, Phil P. I can't see 310 subscribers in 3 days. If I'm brutally honest, people have been a bit tight lately, but hey, it is what it is. David has said, Football Heritage TV by Matthias Nunes from Wolves. I like Cunha and Nunes and Neto. 3 players I would happily take into the Tottenham Hotspur squad immediately. I would stick Cunha in midfield with Maddison and Basuma, and I would put Neto out wide on our right-hand side all day long. Big up to Lily Houghton, who has said, what is your thoughts on Kulu being more of a number 8? First of all, big up for the super chat, Lily. Much appreciated. I think the difficulty you're going to have with having Kulu being a number 8 is, I think now when you look at it, you've got Basuma, Maddison, Lo Celso, Sarr, Skip. You've got a lot of midfielders that could potentially be an 8. Yeah, Maddison plays a bit further forward, but surely if you were going to put someone into that mould, wouldn't it be Lo Celso? I really worry about Kulu's mobility. Yeah, I've said it from day one. I'm not changing my mind. I worry about his mobility. I think he's a very technically good player, but I do worry about it. What would you do, Lily? Let me throw the question back to you. What would you do? How would you line up with our midfield and forwards? Let me ask you that. But thank you so much for the super chat. It really is appreciated. Where are we? 10. Okay. Carl B. Absolutely, Carl. They do. They definitely need a striker, Wolves. Other than that, I thought they looked like a real well-oiled team, considering that Gary O'Neill's been there for about 4 or 5 days, whatever it is. Tony has said we played good attacking football at Brentford and still isn't good enough for some people. Me, I enjoyed it more than I did for a long time. I enjoyed it more. Absolutely. A lot to iron out, but it just felt so much better, didn't it? It really, really did. Graham Gilbert said, morning, Savva. Late stay. Couldn't find anywhere to pull my track over to tune in. Big up to you, Graham. Hope you're well. And yeah, thank you for tuning in and watching. And apologies about my voice. I really should have a day off, but I'm not going to. Not while the transfer window's in full flow and the season has started. Franklin has said, I'm always lurking, watching the streams. Salute. Big up to you, Franklin. East London Gooner has said, Savva, it would be ironic if your Vicario did that against Rashford and they got a penalty. Don't. It's the sort of thing. I'll ask you this question. If Man United had that the other way round yesterday in the last minute, what would have happened? What would have happened? They would have been given the penalty, right? Darius has said Neto was insane. He looked so good. Again, it's watching a player that you think, what's he going to do? Inside, outside, pace. That, for me, is what we need, not Kulu. But that's just me. I'll get pelters for this. Big up to Paul Davis. Hope you're well, my friend. Good morning, Savva. Please, Ross, start. But Kulu, Richie and Sonny lack something. Only first game, but please, let's not play players just on previous history. Drop Kulu and Richie. Yeah, I would play Sonny. I've said all summer, right? I'd play Sonny through the middle, and I would try Perisic left, Solomon right for something different. Carl Beer said every team can't have a striker that gets 15 to 18. It's a lot of goals. Listen, I hear you, but they've got to get some goals from somewhere, right? They really do. Even if they can get two players that can get you 12 each, they need some goals. Dazza said Man U was way more of a pen than the one against us again. No consistency in VR. Wish they would get rid of it. I agree with you. Sam G has said Cunha is the main man, dropping back like he is Kane. I thought he was excellent. His running with the ball, the power through midfield. Spurs GCTV has said Fergie was in the VAR room last night. It did definitely seem like that, didn't it? Guys and girls, keep smashing that like button. There are 574 of you in here, only 210 likes. Please keep hitting the like button. It really does help YouTubers, especially ones who do this full time. And we are now only 8 subscribers away from the 9,700. So please smash that subscribe button. It really does help. I'm going to put the link in the chat and it's also pinned as well. So please smash that subscribe button. Let me know when you have as well so that I can thank you. And if 8 of the 575 of you did, just 8, that's all. 8 of you. That's all it's going to take. 8. You don't have to leave the chat either. Pierre said, what is clear and obvious with VAR is that it doesn't apply to Man U at Old Trafford. Yeah, I think you can say that for many rules down the years at Old Trafford. Sue said, Man U were pretty ordinary, probably saving it for us, though. I think that's the worry. That's a real worry, isn't it? MM United said, Ten Hag is on fraud watch. And the restless natives over there. Scare said, THFC have been in contact with Paratici on a consultancy basis of late. Paratici uses his 30-minute phone calls from prison to recommend new signings. Very funny. Very good. Ash the Funner said, just to play devil's advocate, was Vicario wiping out that Brentford player the other day not the same? No, I don't think it was the same in any way, shape or form, I'm afraid, my friend. I just don't think it was the same at all. Not the same intent, not the same outcome. Tyrell Gunner has said, Harry Maguire deal is off. Carl, give the boy a chance. He's only about 18. Give him a chance. This is what we do, isn't it? He's 18 years of age or whatever. Let's give him a chance, shall we? I'm pretty sure if Pep Guardiola's bringing through 18-year-olds, then they can't be bad. Jim said, just a guy who loves Spurs. 4 points from Brentford and Man U would be a really good start. I believe that. I really think it would be a good start. Kate, big up to you, has said, Savva, VAR is for the Man U Liverpool. Where's our transfers? Yeah, we desperately need something to happen soon, don't we? It's got all a bit quiet. Look, all the noise at the moment all seems to be around one player only. Even the centre-backs, all the noise has gone. And all of the kind of noise in the background at the moment is very much about Gift Orban. Some reports yesterday saying that he's that Spurs are preparing a bid, monitoring, loitering, whatever, Spurs, anything but making a bid. let's see. I think we need to get something to freshen up that forward line for me. It's very stale, a very stale forward line for me. Darius has said, by the way, I even said it when Kane was there, so I'm not being pot kettle black. If everyone remembers, I always said even the Kane Kulu Sun front three for me just started to get a bit boring, a bit predictable. But hey, that's just me. Paratici has been involved in a few of our transfers this season. Do you think you can get Vlahovic? Possibly. Is Vlahovic right for this system? We'll find out. I'm not sure. I've not seen anything concrete on Vlahovic, but lots of people keep mentioning his name. Vinny just thinks that VAR is rubbish. It was, and the only time it was good was the 2018 World Cup. Long time ago. Hit the bar. I said they don't have consequences, so they'll just carry on making ridiculous decisions. I'm talking about VAR. Yeah, I agree with you. Carl B has said referee Simon Hooper, VAR, Michael Salisbury, and AVAR, Richard West, all overlooked for weekend Premier League appointments after collective failure to award a penalty. Is that true? Who said that? Who said that? Cyprus Spurs said Ward-Prowse will be relegated. I don't think West Ham will go down. I think there's worse teams than West Ham in this league. Thank you, Phil B. Sub for Barry White, Savva. Don't. It's really tickling. But big up to you. Thanks, Phil P. And we now are only 5 subscribers away from 9,700. Come on, guys and girls. Smash that subscribe button. And next week, we'll do a couple more shirt giveaways as well. So says Savva, not feeling too good myself today. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. It's not bad enough that I got into bed last night thinking I'll have a nice 9 hours here. I really need it. And then up all night with little Stewie, who's not very well. I agree. He very much is predictable. But if every now and then that predictable a moment will work. And then what happens is when that predictable moment works every 6 or 7 games, people will go, there you go, he's brilliant. You were wrong. For me, it's about consistency. P says, am I the only one that's not fazed by Orban? Who would you like then? Who would you like? Blake, I don't think so. No, I reckon he'll go the same. I wouldn't, but I think he'll go the same. Aidan O'Brien has said, probably I, like most of the fan base, would love Orban. He looks brilliant. Listen, he looks like one of these young players that if we don't get him, we'll go to a rival, and then in 3 years we'll all be saying, why didn't we get him? This keeps happening. I would get him. Phil Pierce said, I think he has to allow the front three a few games, but let them know they need to show and prove. Phil, yeah, I'm all for that, as long as what I don't want to see is 2, 3, 4 games in a row where they all play like they did against Brentford and just keep getting picked. But listen, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if they all click together, great. I've got no problem with it. Just they aren't at the moment. Jim has said, we have a pug, Savva, called Percy. They are gorgeous dogs, eating and love machines. They're absolutely brilliant. That's what makes it even more sad when he's not feeling very well. He does feel sorry for himself. But he is a beautiful boy. Look, he's a beautiful boy. Look, he's just feeling a little bit under the weather. If you can, he's not feeling too good, are you, mate? He's feeling a bit sad for himself. But this is my little baby Stewie. He's a lovely boy, and he's just feeling just a little bit under the weather, aren't you, mate? But nothing that a signing for Spurs won't change. Big up to Tigero. Single Parent Theory has said, Vicario's nickname is Venom. Please use it. I will start using it from now on. Vicario the Venom. Okay, fair enough. Thank you so much, Tigero. Isan Naguna says, Savva, get a toy for your little pug to cheer him up. I'll run out of places to put toys if we get any more, but thank you very much. Much appreciated. And also Lee Burgess has become a YouTube channel member. Big up, Lee. Thank you so much. The next YouTube channel member only show will be on Monday next week. So there'll be every other week. Sometimes Monday, sometimes I change it. Who was that? Was that Jose? Sometimes good. But thank you, Lee. Much appreciated. And there will also be shows where we just have channel members can come on anyone can watch in the chat, but only channel members can join the live. JR has said Madders, Lo Celso, then Basuma's in the midfield should do well before Bentancur comes back. Can't bear to watch Skip anymore. I'd rather start Sarr over Skip. Yeah, listen, I don't have anything against Skip. I'm just not sure he's good enough. And I was surprised that Sarr didn't start, if I'm brutally honest. Mario, big up to you, has said, I definitely push Son down the middle. Every time he's deputised for Kane, he's produced. Willing to give Richie a chance, but don't think it will work. I agree with you. That is what I would do. I would definitely give him a go down the middle. Guys and girls, we're now only 3 subscribers away from the 9,700. I've put the link in the chat. It is pinned. Please smash that like button, that subscribe button, people. And there's 578 of you in here and only 258 likes. Let's at least get that to 350. Let's get another 100 more likes. Come on, people. Ash, the fun, I said, give Man United the element of surprise with a brand new front three, Solomon, Sonny, Porro, and add in Lo Celso slipping it through. Listen, I don't disagree with you. I do feel at the moment, if I was playing against that front three, I'd feel comfortable. If I was Wan-Bissaka, I would not be worried about playing against Son in any way, shape or form, because Wan-Bissaka doesn't often get done one-on-one. If I was Luke Shaw, would I be worried about about Kulu? Not sure I would. We'll see, but that's what I would do. Kate, I'm not sure that the word is sexy, if I'm brutally honest. Thank you, but I think the word I sound a little bit more than anything. But thank you. Always nice to get to hear something nice. Darius has said, what about bringing Decky and Son later in the game? Listen, I think we've got the options to do all of these different things, Darius. And I think that's what I'm hoping we do see as the season goes on from Ange Postecoglou. The element of surprise, I think, is good. What the other guy just said in the chat. I think that you've got to become less predictable. And at the moment, that's my only worry, is I feel that front three is predictable. Irish Rebel, I said both were pens. It depends what we're talking about. This was a few minutes back. I think I know what you're talking about. ADX said, when Kulu drove down the wing instead of cutting in, you could hear Ange telling him to do it more. When he does it, he's great. I would never say he's great. Yeah, it's better. Yes, I've seen the reaction videos. I just think I'll say it. I've said this to Will's face. I called him and said it. I think it's just a shame that we're doing reaction videos to other Spurs channels. Like, I thought we were all meant to be one community. And unfortunately, reaction videos about our own community, it just feels very wrong to me. I wouldn't do it. I think that there's just got to be a certain amount of respect between everybody. And for me, I think that, if we want to do reaction videos, why don't we do it about other fan bases talking about our club, not about other channels, especially as you'll all see. I always say, go and subscribe to Tottenham Away and don't talk about other YouTubers. And then they make reaction videos about me. It is what it is. I've had to chat with Will. There's no story there. I've had to chat. I've told him how I felt. I just think it's wrong. I don't see the need to do it to people. It's a reaction video to what? One person's opinion on a player. I wouldn't mind, but it's always a reaction video about the same footballer. It does get a little bit tedious. Guna Jake has said, why are Spurs not in for Kudus? I don't think that's the position we really need, is it? He's more of an attacking midfielder. And when you look at Maddison, Celso, Kulu could probably do that. Do you really need him as well? I'm not sure we do. I think there's other positions. Graham has said, agree 100% with you, Savva, on Sonny. Through the middle and feed off Basuma and Maddison. Let's see if he still has the legs. The problem is he has the captaincy and has to be played. As I've said all summer. I've said all summer through the middle. I wouldn't play him on the left anymore. I said all summer. Hit the bar. I said I'd rather Kyogo than Orban, and he's an Ange player. I think Kyogo's just signed a new 5-year deal, isn't he? I'm not sure that would take off, but I hear you. I hear you. He knows the way they play. So, Tigaro has said, I genuinely feel sorry for Harry Maguire. He's not awesome, but let him play football somewhere, anywhere. Tigaro, didn't the deal, lots of talk is saying that the deal fell through because of him and his crazy wage demands. I'm not so sure this is anyone's fault but his, but we'll see. There'll be lots of stories, lots of reports, and everyone can now wave and say hello to little Stewie. Felicia said Orban isn't prolific in the Premier League. Richarlison was a mistake. He's not prolific. Sorry, Orban isn't proven. Yeah, but many players aren't proven. Mickey Venn's not proven in the Premier League. Once upon a time, Basuma wasn't. Romero wasn't. Bentancur wasn't. You know, I feel like we've got to stop saying that players aren't proven in the Premier League. If we're only going to buy players in the Premier League. Oh, see, he's being sick. Apologies, everybody. Apologies. Let me zoom out on that. Apologies. All right, mate. All right. Apologies. We'll sort that. Can everyone bear with me 1 second? If I lose a few of you, I do apologize. I'm just going to put my camera off. I'm so sorry. The little guy's not very well at all. The vet said that he might continue to throw up for a little bit, but apologies if anyone saw that. That wasn't my intention. So I really, really do apologize for that. We'll go for another 10, 15 minutes, people. And then I do really need to, I think, probably get him back down to the vets, which is a real shame. Don Pierce said, morning, Savva. When do you know when Bentancur will be back? I think he's back in training, but they said that he's not really going to play for a while, right? So I don't think he's going to be fit until sort of the end of October, beginning of November, but we will see. We will absolutely see. Sorry, I really do apologize about that, people. I really do apologize. Anyone who's got a dog will know, though, that it's when they're your baby, they're your baby. Yeah, he's not very well at all. He's not very well at all. Listen, guys and girls, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the right thing. Apologies. Garage Classics, you know what? You are blocked now for good. You're an idiot. You're an absolute dickhead of a human being. You really are. Everybody, listen, I am going to go. I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to get this little guy back to the vets. I'm so sorry. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I'll be back this afternoon. I'll do another show this afternoon to make up for only going for an hour this morning. Please be so kind to smash the subscribe button on the way out. We're only 2 off of 9,700. And I am going to go. It breaks my heart seeing him like this. So everybody, I will see you later. Thank you. Please subscribe. Please like, and I'll put another show on this afternoon. Thank you.